It's a 1954 Ford. It's an old one, isn't like these here, you know. It's 59 years old, you know, still running. I got it about 8 years ago. I retired and the guy knew I was cheap, and so he gave me a cheap car. It used to be white. Now it's pink. It's called Blush Rose. I like this pink. Oh, it isn't fast so I don't kill myself, okay? Because I still got the speed in me. Well, the guys aren't real happy with the pink car, but I want to tell you, the girls love the pink car. Now there is guys that like a pink car, but most of the girls, and I win a lot of trophies too. I won down in Columbia, and that's a big car show. They have like 500 cars down there, and they enjoy that, you know. Well, it has Cadillac seats in it. It has 1979 Cadillac seats in it. It has all them papers. You can see the Cadillac emblem there, you know, and they fit right in the car, you know. That was what the nice thing was about it. And I have Cadillac taillights in it, 1959 Cadillac taillights I put on it, and it's just a nice riding car. It's a smooth riding car. In fact, I don't call it a Ford, I call it a Fordalac because it got the Cadillac seats and it got the Cadillac taillights, so I call it a Fordalac. And it's a nice running car.
They did have problems.
It's a 2007 Dodge Magnum RT. I've had it for about a year. I have lowered it, put on the exhaust, put on the halos. A little bit of an engine stuff. Overall, it's basically stock. Runs great. I bought it for a business car, but it turned into something more than I planned. Because they're rare, there are not that many of them, and they have lots of horsepower. Either you like it or you hate it. My wife thinks this looks like a hearse, and I love it, so
This is a 1932 Ford Roadster. I bought it from a guy in New York, and I had some work done on it here locally. The top is my own design. I designed it, I made the bows, and I had a friend of mine actually make the top. It has a Chevy V8 in it, with a very low, what they call a top front axle. Ever since I've been a teenager, I've wanted to have a straight ride. When I bought the car from a guy in New York, it was pretty much done. And I got it, brought it down here, and I took it to a hot rod shop in Middletown called Posey. And they did the fenders, the flames, and the hood for me. And a friend of mine over on Dairy Street actually built the top, made the top for me. It's just a car that, back when we were teenagers, this is the car we all wanted. I like the color. When I originally bought the car back in 1997, I always knew these tail lights. I always liked those, and I always wanted something with a devil on it. So I bought these tail lights. It took about 2 years to find them. And then I had a guy down in Middletown, Craig's Motorcycle Show, paint the devil's head for me.
56 Ford pickup truck. Front end built white truck. I bought it in 1972. Paid $500 for it back in. It's like a 1945 Ford-built Jeep. Ford built a little less than half all the Jeeps in World War II. This is a real late build. It probably never saw any service. It was surplused out soon after the war. Four-cylinder, flathead, 60 horsepower. I bought it about eight and a half years ago from a friend of mine, a collector. So I've done quite a bit of work to it, and it still needs work to it. I repainted it. It hasn't been restored. It still has all the original body panels, suspension, axles, transmission. I'm still collecting original parts for it. Instead of putting any reproduction parts on it, I try to use as many original parts as possible. Sometimes they can be very difficult to find. It can take years to look for one special part. And I've always wanted a World War II Jeep, and my good friend made me an offer and to get me into one of his Jeeps, and I bought it from him. I'll drive it, So, and it's not real fast. They have top speed between 45 and 50 miles an hour, and that's pushing it pretty hard. So, and the brakes are real small, so you wouldn't want to go much faster. I painted a Marine Corps Jeep as a tribute to my dad, who was a Marine Corps veteran from World War II in Korea.
Yeah, this is a 1965 Mustang Coupe. It has a 289 motor in it. It's converted to a 5-speed transmission. Everything is basically stock, other than having the 5-speed in it. And the valve covers have been changed. The engine's been dressed up a little bit, but basically it's all in the original car. It was something I thought I'd want. It wasn't too big a car, and it was a nice handling car. They're very easy to restore because parts are available for them. You can go out to CJ Ponies and get anything, or you can go online, so it's not a very hard car to restore. I just like the way it drives. I like the way it drives. I like the power for the little engine it has in it. It really has a lot of snap.
The car's a 1970 Chevelle 396 4-speed. I got it back in 1979, and I like the body style, I like the engine, and I even like the color of it. And I had it repainted once and redid the motor once, and the interior. And this is the finished product. We also own the 1970 Plymouth Roadrunner. We bought that in 2006, and we bought that just the way it is. We didn't do too much to that one. And I also like that body style and the color of it. And that one's an automatic. And that one does have some motor work done to it. That's my wife's white 67 Mustang with a 289 automatic. And the only thing we really did to that one too much was put another set of wheels on it. And the last car is a 1969 Chevy Camaro RS. That has a small block in it, 4-speed, and that's been repainted and the interior done and all that a couple years back. I bought that one in 1979. Yes, we also have a 69 Mustang Fastback. That's, I guess you can call our project car that needs redone. Hopefully we can get started on that soon. And it's fun to drive them down in town and at people and have the people look at you and wave to you and thumbs up and things like that. It makes you feel good.
I like the roar in the engine, and it makes you feel younger when you're riding around in them. It's fun. And it's good. It's a good family hobby.